Just raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you. Big drum, bro. There you go. Go ahead with the first question.
Could you just talk about the play of Terrence Jones, kind of what you saw out of him tonight and what you like?
He's pretty good. Pretty good. Did some good stuff. One of the things you got to have is a guy that can score the ball, and that kid right there can score the ball. But we're still, if you watch, we're still trying to figure out how we're going to have to play. Look, I'm not the kind of guy that recruits players and say you must play like this, and if you can't, you're not going to be a player. I try to look at a kid and say, how does he play? What's the best style for him to play? What, you know, it's even Brandon. I just grabbed him after and I said, Brandon, we've got to just define your game a little bit. You know, I've not had a point guard shoot like you. So we got to, the other parts of it, we got to just define a little bit more of how we're going to have you play. And, you know, to say with Deron, I thought Deron did some good stuff today. Really quick with the ball, got where he wanted to. But, you know, we hadn't worked on switching. We hadn't worked on any trapping. We hadn't worked on any ball screens. So when it looked like we didn't know what we were doing, it's right, we didn't. Because we had no idea. And I was trying to talk them through it and try to scramble it up a little bit to just see what we'd look like. But we got a ways to go.
Cal, is this a good 2 hours, this event, or is 2 hours better spent in practice?
No, this is, I'll tell you why it's good. I want to know when you got numbers on your back and the lights are turned on, how you play now. And let's put 10,000 people in the seats. Now how do you play? How do you shoot? How do you make free throws? Important. The other thing was, we went 40 minutes without a sub. So every kid played every minute. I mean, you know, so we got the conditioning we wanted. I get to see, all right, who's a little panic stricken, and I also get to watch tape of us in that environment and see where the breakdowns were. But obviously, look, guys, I'm not lying to you when I tell you we're ways away. I like my team. We've got to get, you know, Josh Harrelson getting like 24 rebounds. You know, I don't think he's ever done that in a rebounding drill, like by himself. And he's doing it against us. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that, wait a minute, and I switched he and Eloy because I got to get some fight out of Eloy. Got to get some fight, man. I love the kid. He's got a chance, but you know, you better. There's got to. It's not just playing. It's you in that position. You got to battle. So, but he was, you know, that's his first. You got to give Eloy now. It's first time out of the gate. First, and he's never played in front of 10,000. Wait till it's 25,000. Never played in front of 10. So, how about the beginning of the game? We had a lot of anxiety. But that's to be expected. That's why you do these things. That's why it's important that you do them.
Cal, when you found out you couldn't bring in some guys to help you sub out, did you think about changing the format or shortening it?
I heard that about 5:30, 5 o'clock. I got the call. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue. If that's what they say, that's what it is, it is. So the first thought we were saying, let's maybe go some running time. And then the other thing was maybe we can do some drills and do some other things. But these people want to see us go up and down. And to be honest with you, we have a day off tomorrow. And then I thought 40 minutes of conditioning. And I told the guys, make this a conditioning day. But it's also, you need a base to look at where you are. And I'll watch this tape a couple times and I'll have a good feel for where we are and okay, how are we going to have to do this? I mean, you know, we had some plays like, guys, my goodness, you're not winning. I mean, they, like, you get up 15 or 16, you make 2 errors in a row that for no reason. It's not like they made great plays or a dive. You just give them 2 plays, and now all of a sudden it's 13 or 12. Well, you may lose that game, but these guys don't get it. They're just playing. You know, Terrence comes down, throws it to the wing right before half stolen and dunked on the other. What did you just do? He stole it. What? And just, you know, so that's the kind of stuff that we'll see on the tape and learn about. And, but I also liked that they came together a little bit if you watched them out there. They, like Deron, the last pass he made, instead of driving it, he gets Brandon a shot in the corner. and then Terrence gets a pass cross court, and then someone gives Terrence a lob, and then DeAndre jumps in. You know, I mean, it was, there was some good stuff. You know, we're not there yet, and we're not supposed to be. It's October, whatever. When did we play our first game?
12.
12? What do I got, 3 weeks? Oh my gosh. Maybe I should be panicked.
So did you have any kind of backup plan if somebody got injured or anything? What were you gonna do? You know?
I asked that to the person that told me you can't. I said, what happens if the guy gets hurt? We're going to play 4-4, play a zone? No, we had no backup plan. That's why I think it was Duran that hit the floor hard. I said, get up, kid. Got to finish this one out. We started cramping up at the end. I had a couple guys grab cramps, you know.
Brandon Knight gets 37 points, 14 of 20, which is pretty unbelievable. You would credit that to his format, great play. I mean, that's a pretty unbelievable stat.
Well, he's not, that's, you know, again, I'll give you one play where, the high school play where it breaks down, so I just jack a 3 up. Can't do that. But all the other shots, the only thing I've told him, you can't go in there and throw your body into a player and shoot the ball, because the officials will not give you that call in college. It's not, you're not getting it. That was good. When you asked me what was good, that was great for him. So now, if you don't think you can get to the rim and play through the bump, then pull up at the foul line. Shoot that ball. Shoot a runner. Don't go in there and throw your body and just like throw the ball up and hit the floor. Because what will happen is not only are you going to miss it, you're on the floor, and you're supposed to be our first line of defense, which means they're probably going to throw it, and shoot a layup. So there were things he's got to learn. But there, again, you saw that I started doing pick and rolls. At the end, this may be a pick and roll team. I don't know yet. I haven't figured them out yet. But, you know, it'll take time. We will. And it may take time as we go through the season. We start defining. Look, I was at Memphis. We were 6-3. And I figured out maybe Tyreek Evans should be our point guard. And we won 27 straight. That's how dumb I was. We were 6-3 in 9 games and dying. And I had the wrong guy at point guard. It took me some time, but I figured it out. We got to figure it out. I just saw, we have some guys that we saw today, okay, they're fine. Now, who are those other guys? And you all know what I'm saying. We need to have 7 guys, 8 guys. Who are those other guys? We had a couple guys maybe not play as well as they need to. I'm not worried about it. But who are those other guys? Is Josh going to be, can Josh do this for 15, 20 minutes a game? If he can go in there and go grab rebounds and do it, either we're the worst offensive rebounding team in America or he's gotten better, one of the two.